It's a cool December morning on the banks of the Chambal River. Young male gharials are on a lookout for a mate. Winters are a great time for romance and courtship. The male gharials use their ghara or the pot-like structure at the tip of their snout to give out a mating call, audible for over 240 feet. If the female points her snout upwards, it's a yes. The pair may stay underwater for up to 30 minutes while mating. There was a time when gharials thrived in all major river systems of the northern Indian subcontinent. But in the 1970s, they were on the brink of extinction, with less than 200 left in the wild. With years of conservation efforts, the critically endangered gharials have made a comeback in Chambal. And the National Chambal Sanctuary, traversing parts of Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, is one of the last remaining homes of these unique reptiles. Shivang Mehta, a wildlife photographer, has been documenting the life cycle of gharials in the Chambal River for the last few years.
I was a naturalist in my early 20s when I saw my first gharials in the Ramganga River of Corbett National Park. I was quite fascinated with them, and I knew one day the time will come that I'll get to spend some time with this species. It was during the pandemic in 2020 and 21 when I drove for thousands of kilometers across the river Chambal in order to follow the life story of gharials.
Shivang started filming these female gharials as they laid their eggs in pitcher-shaped holes on the sandy riverbanks of the Chambal River. 70 days later, the eggs hatched.
That was the first time I saw gharial babies hatch, as the long snouts cracked open through the eggshells. When gharials nest together in a colony, the eggs hatch simultaneously, and many of them hatch on the same night. As the young gharials came out, they started calling out to their mothers.
Only 1% of these hatchlings will make it to adulthood. From the moment they are born, a tender dance of survival begins. For 2 weeks after hatching, the little ones are nurtured by yolk sacs attached to their bellies. It's a critical time for them. In this period, they have to learn to swim, catch small fish, prepare to endure monsoon floods, and, most importantly, escape predators. But it's not easy navigating through water with their fat bellies. Once they learn to swim, there is no looking back. Gharials have evolved to become master swimmers with webbed feet and a long flattened tail. Sharp interlocking teeth and narrow snouts enable them to catch fish in fast-flowing rivers. While they rule the waters, their short legs are a disadvantage on land.
In June 2022, I got a call from the field team where I had been documenting gharials. They informed me about a very rare natural history behavior which they had encountered, and they asked me to come. So I just packed my bags and rushed immediately. What I saw has been etched in my memory. A jackal pair had sniffed their way to the newborn gharials. Animal young ones are always an easy source of food for any predator. I positioned myself on the bank to observe the jackal's next move.
As the jackal pair sneaked in through the fenced nesting area, the hatchlings sensed danger and quickly huddled into a tight cluster. It's not easy for the jackals to single out newborn gharial and catch it, but it's not impossible. This clever pair started to work together in tandem and locked their targets. It seemed that they caught more hatchlings than they needed.
The odds were stacked against the hatchlings. But I had to leave that field site soon as I was called to a hatchery just 4 hours away to document the birth of gharials. I left that site with mixed emotions. The field team called me back, alarmed because the act of predation continued.
Experts believe that while many hatchlings may have fallen prey to the jackals, numerous others would have survived under parental care, growing to be 15 to 20 feet long predators. Hatchling survival in gharials is low, which is why they give birth in such large numbers. Only the fittest survive. But when natural selection is not allowed to play out due to increased human interference, the chances of survival, even for the fittest, are low.
The gharials may be back from the brink, but they still remain critically endangered. Habitat loss because of illegal sand mining and construction of dams is one of the key threats to their survival. If the Chambal's flow gets altered, this will have a severe impact on the upstream and the downstream movement of the gharials, and this will have a major impact on their breeding cycle.
To tackle these challenges, the Forest Department, conservation groups, and scientists have been working together to protect gharials. One of the landmark achievements is the captive breeding and rehabilitation program of gharials across states. Under this initiative, hundreds of eggs are collected, artificially incubated, and hatched. After being raised for around 2 years, the gharials are released back into the wild. Just like the tiger, the gharial is a keystone species that indicates the health of our rivers. They are one of the world's most evolutionary, distinct reptiles, and losing them to extinction would mean there is nothing like them left on our planet.